Myself, Nandhinishree, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science. Now let us see about C++ programming, introduction, concepts, declaration, definition, inline functions, and so on. Let's start the session. C++ object-oriented programming languages. C++ involves on many C features. C++ is a superset of C. C designed by Solstrope of Bell Laboratories. The addition of C features has transformed C from the languages that currently facilitate top-down structured design to one that provides bottom-up and object-oriented design. Key concepts of OOPS. The first one is object, next classes, methods, data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, message passing, reusabilities. Advantages of OOPS. The first one is object-oriented programs can be easily, comfortably upgraded. Reusability. Next one is inheritance. Redundant program codes can be eliminated and the use of previously defined classes may be continued. The technology of data hiding facilitates the programmer to build secure program. It is easy to understand. Software compatibility can be easily managed. Next one is object-oriented languages. There are 4 types of object-oriented languages. The first one is C++, second one is Smalltalk, third one is Charm++, the fourth one is Java. Next, input and output in C++. There are 2 types of streams in C++. The streams are data and bytes in sequence. Data in source stream can be used as input data by the program, so the source stream is also called as input stream. The streams that collects output data from the row program is known as output stream. Input stream. The input stream to read operations through keyboard. The cin statement is used to read through the input devices. Syntax is cin variable. Output streams. The output stream manages the output of the streams, display the content of the variable on the screen. It uses insertion operator before the variable name. The syntax is output variable. C++ declaration. We will declare the C++ as file section, class declaration or definition, main function, class function or definition, variable declaration. The next one is control structures. There are 2 types of control structures. First one is decision making and looping statement. In decision making, we have many number of statements. The first one is if, second one is if else, third one jump or go to, the fourth one is break or continue, the last one is switch case. Then in looping, we have 3 types: for, while, do while. Next one is control structures. The first one is if statement. If the condition is true, execute the true block, else comes out of the if block. The syntax is if, condition statement, body of the statement, close. For example, if the age is 18, it goes to the block, else it's come back. If else statement. If the condition is true, execute the true block, else comes out of the block. The syntax is if, text expression, the body of the statement, next else, body of the statement. For example, if the age is 18, you can vote, else it comes out of the loop and says you cannot vote. The next one is switch statement. The switch statement requires only one argument, which is then checked with number of case constant. Is multi-way branch statement. The syntax is switch expression, case 1 statement break, case 2 statement break, case 3 statement break, then default. Here if the case 1 is true, the case 1 will be executed. If the case 2 is true, the case 2 will be executed, and so on. Now finally default statement will be executed. The next one is jump statement. The jump statement causes an unconditionally jump to another statement elsewhere in the code. They are used to primarily interrupt switch statements and loops. The next is go to statement. This statement passes control anywhere in the program without the least care of any condition. The syntax is go to label statement. The next one is break statement. The break statement allows the programmer to terminate the loop. The break skips from the loop or the block in which it is defined. The syntax is break semicolon. The next is continue statement. The continue statement works quite similar to the break statement. Syntax is continue semicolon. The next one is loops in C++. The for loop allows the execution of the statement of instructions until the condition is met. The syntax is for initialization semicolon condition semicolon increment operator or decrement operator. Then body of the loop. Next, while. The condition is evaluated and if the condition is true, then the body of the loop is executed. When the condition becomes false, the execution of the out of the loop. Syntax while, test condition, body of the loop. If the condition is true, the while statement will be executed or else it comes out of the loop. Next is do while. It is same as while but the condition is checked at the end of the loop. Syntax do, body of the loop, while, test condition. Next one is functions in C++. That is inline function. When the function is declared in inline, the compiler compiles the code of the function in calling statement. The following of some situations are where inline function may not work. The first one is the function should not be recursive. Second one, the function should not contain static variable. Third one, function containing control structures. Fourth one, the function overloading. Function overloading, defining multiple functions with the same name is known as function overloading. The overloaded functions must be different in its arguments list with different types of data types. There are principles of functions overloading. The first one, if two functions have similar type and the number of arguments, the function cannot be overloaded. Next one, passing constant variables directly instead of variables also result in confusion. The compiler attempts to find an absolute function definition that matches in types and the number of arguments involves that in function. If there is no accurate match, the compiler makes the implicit conversion of actual argument. Implicit means the character is converted into integer. Next, if the internal conversion fails, the user-defined conversion is carried out with the implicit conversion and integer. While making internal conversion, confusion is created if data types are compatible with two or more data types. Hence, display an error message. If the program has two versions of functions, that is, one for float and second for double, the data type then it passes the float number, double conversion of function is selected for execution. But the same is not applicable with integer and long integer. Now we conclude with the concepts of introduction, concepts, advantages and disadvantages, input-output devices, declarations and control structures, that is if, else, go to, all those things. Then looping concepts, that is do, while, for loop. Then inline functions and overloading. Thank you.